Hello, I'm Kelleen from Kelleen Gems, and these beautiful models are wearing some of my 2019 collection urban wear for the Sacred City Dweller. I represented 4 different cities: Atlantis, Lemuria, Telos, and Shambhala. And these lovely women are wearing the women's line for my Lemuria and Telos collection. This lovely young woman is wearing a hand-painted jacket.
How long it took you to make one?
To make the jacket, I worked at it, I think maybe 3 days of work.
No, work time is not that long. Like, when you think about it, is it a long process, or it just came to you and you just painted?
Well, a lot of times things occur to me like lightning, and then I run with the inspiration. I've been collecting vintage jackets, and I got the idea that I would paint them, but what to paint. And for the spring collection, it just seemed that
When she turns the hand like this.
Got it.
for the spring collection, I thought butterflies would be a beautiful representation, and there are also butterflies are symbolic for divine unions, and these women are representing half of my line because I had men and women modeling the jewelry and coming.
Pricing point for this jacket.
This jacket would be something, if someone would want to buy it, this is a one-of-a-kind jacket, original hand painting, and I would expect to get $400 for this jacket.
Is it possible to do that type of clothing on a large scale?
Well, I feel very strongly that everything comes from my hands. And so it's a matter, if you purchase a piece of jewelry from me, it's going to have my energy in it. I'm a Reiki practitioner, so all of my gemstones are charged and infused with Reiki energy. And the stones that I select are specifically chosen for their beauty and uniqueness, as well as their energetic properties. And so it's very important to me that my company stay in my hands, and that it's my vibration that I'm putting out there and transmitting.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about what Alexa is wearing?
Yes, Alexa is wearing a beautiful jacket that I hand beaded. If you can turn around and model it. These are natural quartz crystal points that I sewed onto a vintage Levi's denim jacket and as fringe.
Okay. How would it sustain the dry cleaning and some heavy carrying? Is that something that's durable?
No, it is not durable for dry cleaning. It's a special wear item, and I would recommend spot cleaning.
Okay.
That would probably be the best.
What is the best way to take care of the jewelry of those stones? Like sometimes they lose their shyness, and is there a particular way you can suggest the audience how they can take care of their jewelry pieces?
Well, I would suggest wearing them. Soon, the jewelry loses its luster if it isn't worn, because it picks up your vibration, and you have this life force, and you transmit to each other. The gemstones have a certain frequency that you entrain with, just like you would entrain with starting to tap your foot at hearing a drum beat. The stones have a pulse in them. It's a real frequency. And they have this perfect crystalline structure that is uncorruptible. So if you're feeling a little out of sorts or out of alignment, you can put on a sympathetic piece of crystal or jewel, and you will align with the energy vibration of that stone. I suggest for taking, because they do collect negative energy, so I do suggest cleansing the stones. I love to run my stones under water and just clear the negative energy down the drain. And then I like to recharge the stones in the moonlight. Sunlight, I feel, is a little too strong and a little too harsh. And so I love to charge my stones under the light of a full moon.
What about filming? Like right now we have our very hard light, and we're not using much gels. Like this, maybe this one has a gel, but most of the light is hard. What's the best light to film jewelry?
Well, that is a really good question. As an artist, I'm not really sure what my response is. I know that some items photograph better, like the coral, of course, is picked up in the light, and turquoise
Okay.
comes out. But
As an artist, do you think your jewelry could be seen, let's say, in daylight better or at nightlight better?
you know, each piece is unique. There are some pieces that are better.
Is there something good for the evening, or it's daylight in the morning outside? It's gonna look good.
I wear my jewelry to bed. I mean, there are certain specific items of jewelry that I wear and I sleep in. I think it depends on your mood. I am not a person to restrict or limit. I would say if you are feeling it, you wear it. Wear it day, wear it night. I mean, there are certain stones maybe I wouldn't wear in the bathtub, but and maybe there are certain stones that might be too delicate to sleep in. But I think that stones need to be loved and worn and enjoyed.
Okay. What is the purpose of jewelry in a practical matter? Does it help, let's say, a model wearing such a thing to get married, or it's, let's say, if it's a safety issue, let's say someone pulls on it and it breaks and you can get away. Like, is there any practical use of jewelry in addition to just look amazing?
Yes, I think jewelry is extremely practical. In prehistoric times, once you ate and you slept in your cave and you procreated, the next thing you did was body adornment. You took that fish bone that you had just eaten or the seashell that had a hole in it, and you took a piece of seaweed and ran it through and tied it around your waist. It was the very next thing that we did outside of our bodily needs was adornment. So I think that it's an intrinsic part of being human is to adorn ourselves and let somehow convey our inner light into the outer realms. Jewelry was used by the Egyptians to cure physical ailments, mental illness, psychological issues, to help with sleep. You grind up aspirin, that's a stone. It's medicinal, it's medical. The molecules rub off onto your body and there is an exchange. Diamond is carbon. We are a carbon-based life form where it's actually diamond is alive. It's all gemstones are alive. We're all made of elements and minerals, and so are the gemstones. We're one and the same. So they're just as important to us as anything could be.
What is the best way to model jewelry as for you as a designer? You just had a show where you present your jackets and where you present your jewelry. How would you instruct your models to get attention for the jackets and for jewelry?
That was the beauty about this. My first experience in showing my line is I told the models about my concept, that they were gods and goddesses and divine counterparts walking down the runway together, and each model took that concept to heart, and they each developed their way of interrelating to each other, and they performed in a way that honored their own energies in interaction with each other and brought it to life. I think fashion is about magnetism, and jewelry is magnetic. If you have a magnetic personality, figure, actor, and you put a magnetic piece of jewelry on them, I see that you could sell anything you wanted to sell.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to share with the audience? Perhaps your Instagram?
Oh, yes.
Where they can buy it?
Yes, absolutely. You can contact me on Instagram. It's Kellene Artisan, KELLENE ARTISAN. I'm also on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Kellene Gems, one word. And I'm on Facebook also as Kellene Koulis. I have a website, www.kellenegems.com.
Okay. I'm doing my next show on the St. Patrick Day Parade on March 16th. And we're going to have quite a few models modeling during the parade in front of all the millions of people. Do you think jewelry could be sold with such a great audience? Like if you have beautiful models like wearing your jewelry, and do you think that kind of platform can move jewelry to actual sales?
Well, I would be willing to try it. I'm a risk taker, and I'm up for any kind of challenge. And why not? Like I said, I like to be limitless and formless and go where the inspiration takes me. That's how I found myself in the fashion industry. I just walked in through the back door, and I was wondering why none of the models were wearing jewelry. And so I just stepped in, and I had to rectify that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.